Madame Marie Sklodowska-Curie of France, by way of Poland, discovered radium and put the word radioactivity into common usage. The winner of 2 Nobel Prizes made her first trip to the United States in 1921. She was given a very warm reception, even by those who must have been a bit vague about her precise contribution to the world's knowledge. President Harding presented Madame Curie with what was then a most precious gift, a single gram of radium, the hard-won product of her own historic research. Her dedicated studies began here in the bowels of the earth, where for millions of years a patient and mysterious nature had fashioned a miraculous ore known as pitchblende. Other scientists were aware that pitchblende contained radioactive uranium, but Marie Curie and her husband Pierre noticed that even after the uranium was removed, the remaining ore was more radioactive than the extracted uranium itself. What was the substance in the remaining ore that continued to give off such powerful energy? The long, tedious haul from the vaults of the earth intensified. Tons of earth went into the huge refining vats as the crude ore was slowly separated from the uranium and the still unknown radioactive element. The refining process continued day into night and night into day. Finally, the strange radioactive substance was isolated at last. Even the richest ores, however, contained only about 1/4 of a gram of the precious element per ton. But radium was finally revealed. The discovery had far-reaching consequences. In 1929, Madame Curie again came to America. A great woman's work had brought new light to science, new hope to victims of cancer and allied diseases. President Hoover, on behalf of the American Friends of Science, presented Madame Curie with $50,000 to purchase radioactive material for a research laboratory. Maria Sklodowska was born in Warsaw in 1867 and completed her education at the Sorbonne in Paris. She and her husband, Pierre, along with another French scientist, Antoine-Henri Becquerel, were awarded a Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1903. Marie Curie won it again in 1911. She had suffered tragedy in the meantime. Her famous husband, Pierre, died in a street accident. Madame Curie took over his chair of physics at the Sorbonne, raised her family, and lived to receive the adulation of all mankind. This was the woman whose work valiantly challenged once incurable illnesses, who opened a realm of darkness to the light of science. This was Madame Curie.